trigger my sleeve.
Shane Chapman here from the Ultimate Deck Shop, and we're going to show you a little bit about helical screw piles today because we just finished an install here at this residence to put piles in for a new 2-tier deck that this customer is doing. Now, first of all, I want to show you what the old deck was sitting on, which was these little cottage blocks or deck blocks or whatever you might have heard them called before with that telepost on it. So the problem with those things is that they sit on the ground, not in the ground. There's no anchoring to the ground. As far as load down, like the weight that they can carry, they're fine. Just if any wind or anything comes up underneath these things, they're providing no wind lift up protection whatsoever. So they're just kind of sitting free on the ground. In a lot of markets, you're not even allowed to use those if you're attached to your house. Our market does allow them as long as the deck's under 6 feet, but they're definitely not the best solution. The best solution is these helical screw piles. These ones have to be from a company called Post-Tech. And so these are a 10-foot long, in our market 10-foot long, galvanized steel pipe that drives down to the ground with a helix or plate at the bottom that acts as a screw, which also acts as the weight bearing capacity and an anchor from these things pulling up. So once these go into the ground, they're not going to sink, they're not going to pull, they're just going to stay where they've been put. And so they're driven in hydraulically with different types of equipment. In this case, it was a skid steer. And once they're driven down to the ground, there's no mess to clean up. You have a small little mound of dirt here like an anthill, and that's it. And we're ready to build in this right away. So this is a DIY customer who's going to get their deck started today. Their package is getting delivered shortly here, and he can build these immediately. That's the benefit over concrete. The price is about the same as doing a proper depth concrete pile as well. They're more effective against frost. In our market here, believe it or not, we get frost 6 to 7 feet deep, and these go well below that frost to anchor and not pull up. The ground will move and slide along that pole. You choose your type of saddle on the top that has a bolt-on connection, so this won't wind lift like those other ones would have. And you've got a safe deck that's not going to move for years and years and years. Quick, easy, affordable, long-lasting, durable. They're fantastic.
Baby, I got another trigger up my sleeve.